Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Innalhamdulillah namadu wa nasta'inuhu wa nastaghfiruh wa na'udzu billahi min syururi anfusina wa min sayyiati a'malina may yahdihillahu fala mudhillalah wa may yudhlil fala hadiyalah. Asyhadu an la ilaha illallah wa asyhadu anna Muhammadan abduhu wa rasuluh la nabiyya ba'da amma ba'd. Hello viewers. Welcome back to IDN Weekday Tech Talk series, a webinar that promised to be an exciting exploration into the world of government data and technology design. Okay, before we start, how are you guys? I hope you are always in a good condition and happy situation. Let me introduce myself first. I'm Maryam Abdillah from 9th grade and here with my partner Queenshafa from 9th grade. But unfortunately, the Wi-Fi is not good. Okay, let's wait for her first.
Today at Weekday Talk series, we're gonna talk about cave experience living in South Korea.
And we have a special speaker that is Kamita from South Korea.
From South Korea. And before we will come to Kamita, this Weekday English Talk.
First of all, there is the opening and we introduce ourselves, of course. Then we're gonna move to the Q&A session after Kamita presented her presentation. And we're excited to introduce a distinguished speaker. Then we call Kamita.
Hello everyone. Can you hear me well? Can you hear me?
Oh yes.
Okay, good. How about my presentation? Is it good? I mean, can you saw it clearly?
It's haven't been shared.
Oh, not shared yet.
Yes.
I have been shared to you, but why is it not show? Wait, I try once.
It's ready.
Okay. Okay, everything's good. Can I start?
Yes. Sure,
Okay.
Kamita.
Hello everyone. First thing, maybe I would like to introduce with Korean language. 안녕하십니까? 제 이름은 미타입니다. 저는 인도네시아에서 있습니다. 그리고 직카랑에 살고 있습니다. 현재 저는 LG전자에서 엔지니어로 일하고 있습니다. 만나서 반가워요. So, my name is Mita. I am from Indonesia. Especially, I'm currently working in Cikarang, LG Indonesia. But these two past months, I currently working in South Korea, especially in Pyeongtaek. It's nearby Seoul, and then I would like to sharing to you about my experience. How is it feels? How do I get here? How can I get in Korea? I will sharing to you. But disclaimer, I just made my presentation 2 hours before we start our streaming. So please don't mind. I'm not preparing such a proper material. In this sharing session, I would like to share to you about my background and then how is it feels work in Korea, the benefit and the challenge that I'm facing along my journey in Korea. Okay, we started from get to know me. Okay, wait guys. Actually, I'm still in office, so my coworker just calling me. Wait. Okay. I stitch my old CV. As you can see in the right side, it's my old CV. It's not. I'm not revised yet, but I want to share about my background before I go to LG. So I was born in Duri, Riau, Indonesia, in 2000 in 10 January 1997, and then I was graduated from Bachelor of Electrical Engineering, Telkom University, 2018, and then maybe some of you already know about me because I was a teacher in IDN boarding school Ahwat. I was teach embedded system or robotics or IoT teacher for junior high school at that moment. And then I also become English teacher for senior high school. I also advisor for student council. The first student council, I basically inaugurate first student council in IDN at that moment. But unfortunately, my journey in IDN only 1 year, almost 1 year actually. After that, I moved to LG Electronic. So that's a brief explanation about me. And then my background now, where am I now, where I'm working now. I am working in LG Research and Development Indonesia. In Indonesia, actually, the best office is Indonesia. But before that, I would like to introduce you about my company. So, what is LG Electronic? How could I get from Indonesia move to Korea? So, LG Electronic basically is South Korea multinational appliance and consumer electronics, and this company, we could say the largest company in Korea. They being fourth largest chaebol in South Korea. Chaebol mean rich family company, and then LG Electronic comprise four kind of business. There is home entertainment, which is I'm working now. I am in charge in television because as we know, LG Electronic has a lot of products. So I'm in charge in home entertainment and television. And then there are also home appliance such as a refrigerator and then air purifier and then air conditioner. It's belong to home appliance. LG also has vehicle component and mobile communication, but mobile communication already ended since a couple years ago. And then LG also become the world's second largest television manufacturer after Samsung. How do I get in LG? So in 2021, I was still become a teacher in IDN, and then in 2022, I am applied to LG Electronic Indonesia, and then I joined in May or June. After 1 month, I joined LG. My company sent me to Korea for training. For 6 months, I have training in Korea. After that, we continue to working. So it's almost 1 year. In 2022 until 2023, I've been in Korea for training and working. After that, in 2023, I go back to Indonesia. I continue carry on my working there, and now in 2024, my company sent me again to Korea, to the headquarters. The headquarter is in Korea. My company requests me to support development in headquarter for several months. So yeah, currently I'm in Korea. Basically, I'm still in office now. I'm not going back at my dorm because my work not finished yet. I will continue my work after we finish our seminar actually. Okay, and the next topic is how is it feels work in Korea? Well, as you can see in my material, there are 4 seasons in Korea. Okay, I will start from how is it feel, the environment in Korea, how is it feel? The important things for me is Korea has 4 seasons, as we know, right? There are summer, autumn, winter, and springs. Currently, the seasons in Korea is spring to autumn. So yeah, I still can feel the heat, but not really as heat as before. Uh, 2 years ago, when the first time I come to Korea, I also come at the season summer. But at that moment, I felt like summer in Korea, not the weather seems like Indonesia. So I'm just already get used for Indonesia weather, right? So I'm not complaining at that moment. 2 years ago, I'm not complaining about the hot, but this time, guys, so freaking hot. I don't know why. The weather is scorching. It's really hot. The degrees even reach almost 40 degrees. I really can feel the heat. I don't want to go everywhere because I just want to sleep in at my dorm. Because everyone also in Korean people also say this year the summer is really hot comparing to the previous year. I think it's because global warming. Yes. And then I also met season winter, which is snow. So I saw my first snow in Korea. At that moment, 2 years ago, I can feel the degrees, the temperatures almost minus 20 degrees. It's really cold. It's really cold. But I love it because someone who always stay in tropical season, to tropical weather, so winter is something special for me. So I'm not complaining even it's really cold. I enjoy it. But because the weather is really extreme at that moment, the road everywhere is covered by snow, so you must be carefully for walking everywhere, or you might be get slippery. Winter started from December until February. So every season is um, the period is every 3 months, and after that, oh, before winter, I forgot to mention, we have to make autumn. After summer, we made autumn. Autumn is might be my favorite season because this is really pretty. The leaf is falls everywhere, but only falls, but it's turning into yellow, red, or brown. So the color is pretty, it's beautiful. I really love it. And the weather also is really nice for us. It's around 5 until 10 degrees. But I enjoy it. I'm not really felt cold at that moment, and I even not wearing any coat or jacket at the time because I'm enjoying the weather. It might be my favorite season. After that, I met winter when I met snow at the first time, and after finish winter, we will meet spring. Spring, as you know, if you know about cherry blossom or sakura, yes, cherry blossom is will bloom in this season, in this spring season, and it's really good. It's really pretty because pink everywhere, and then supported also with Korean country, the aesthetical of Korean country. So it's really good for taking picture in the spring season. And the weather at that moment become hotter again because we're preparing. The weather is preparing for the next season, which is the next season is back to summer again. So at that moment, the weather is around 15 until 20 degrees. So that's a brief explanation of what season in Korea. After that, what I delightful about environment work in Korea is the clean air. As you know, as someone who live and stay in Indonesia, we know, right? The air in Indonesia, oh, yeah, we can say it's not good for us. It's not good, but bad. It's really bad for us. The air is really bad. Comparing to Korea, it's really clean. I even usually in Indonesia, after I finish my work and then I cleanse my face with micellar water, and I every day, even in the home, I'm not going anywhere. I was in going home, but and then I washing my face with cleanser water, and I still can see the dust. I mean, oh, it's still dirty. Even I'm still in my home, but in Korea, guys, I'm going everywhere. I'm not wearing my mask. I'm going started from morning until night or at midnight. After that, before I cleanse my face, I cleanse with the cotton and micellar water, and there is no dust. I really shocked at that moment. I going almost full day, but the cotton still clean. So that's how to prove the clean air in Korea. After that, in Korea, the system is orderly and supportive environment. Orderly is mean everything is on time. You are waiting for subway. If you are waiting for bus. Uh, if the scheduled bus in 8 a.m., the bus must be coming at 8, not later than 8, or not in time before 8. It must be on time. So it's really helpful for me. So I mean, this is something that we can schedule ourselves, become or organize our time. So you don't have to be waiting or waiting something that not sure. Like usually in Indonesia, if you are waiting for some bus or KRL, maybe we are already coming on time, but the train's not coming yet, and then we are waiting for something not sure. I think it's frustrated for me. But in Korea, no, we never felt about that. Maybe yeah, sometimes they are late, they are not on time, but only 1 or 2 minutes, maybe because of traffic at the rush hour. And then the environment also supportive with the facility, and every place, literally every place has station, has terminal, has uh, every place also has supportive infrastructure. So even for instance, if you are waiting bus in summer, the terminal will provide you like fan, so you don't have to get hot at that moment. Or if we are in the winter season, the seat, if we are waiting bus or train, or in the train, the seat is hot because there are heater under the seat. So it's really supportive. I mean, it's meaningful for us. And then how it feels co-work with Korean people. Okay, since I've been supporting development in HQ, it's mean I have to co-work with Korean engineer here. And how is it feels? Basically, Korean people is really smart, guys. I'm not gonna lie. Korean people is smart, and they also fast learner. uh, I impressed with them because how could they have kind of brain like that? Because I also wanted, and they also professional in every aspect. Like, they will focus finishing their job, and then but not really serious into serious, and they know when we have to be serious, when we have to be lobbying or anything. They are really professional, and then uh, they always keep calm every time facing some issue. For my experience, currently I'm supporting development, research and development. It means you always facing some issue or problem along the way you develop, right? So uh, in HQ, I saw like the engineer is keep calming while facing the issue. Comparing to my colleague in Indonesia, when we facing some issue or problem, they might be panic, they might be furious or anything, how to solve it, looking for the way, or maybe overtime, every day. Yeah, it's not healthy, I guess. And then they also has many ways to solve the problem. So it's uh, really something that I can take benefit from Korean people. I really impressed with them, with their attitude, with their character, and their brain also. Okay, next is benefit and challenge that I felt in my experience in Korea. So, benefit, we started from benefit. Wait. Okay. First thing first, we will get all get to know about new culture in overseas, right? So since I'm in so different from Indonesia. So this is something new, and this is some really impactful for me because we can get experience about new culture, how the way they work, how the way they eat, how the way they live, how the way they how to say it, the culture, the how do I say it? Welcoming new member. It's really unique for them. I really like it, and also we might be get personal growth uh, if we are have experience in overseas. We can force ourselves about for adapting new environment and then become independent, and also it could be foster our resilience and enhance our personal development. It's really good for us, right? And then I also call this really benefit for us. For me, learn a new language and improve language. So as you know, Korean using their main language is Hangul. So I have to learn language to be able to communicate with the Korean people. Currently, my the communication language that I use for working is English. But for daily, I mean outside of work, I use mixing. I'm not fluent in Korean yet, but I have to mix my language. I have to force myself to understand about Korean language because Korean people, English is not their main language, so not all familiar with English. So you have to understand. Minimum, you can read Hangul because everywhere is Hangul. So, and then you have to also be able to know how to transaction, and then read the map because in Korea they are using never their Google Map. This is not accurate. Google Map not accurate in Korea, so we depend on Kakao Map or Never Map. So, and all this app is using Hangul. So, first thing, so this is my tips. If you want to have a plain holiday in Korea, at least you can read Hangul because it's really helpful for you. And then the challenge that I facing along my journey is, yes, you know, Korea, almost 55% is agnostic, atheist. They don't have God, they don't have religion, or they not believe in God. But rest of them is Christian and Catholic, also Buddhist, maybe Muslim only around 1%, but and it's also foreigner, not the real Korean people. So dojigogi everywhere. Dojigogi is pork everywhere. It's really hard to find halal food. But my tips is every time I go to Korea, I become a vegan. Vegan, as you know, vegan, not eating any meat. So I fortunately in Korea already support Korean vegetarian food. So in the market you can find vegetarian frozen food, or there's a corner special for vegetarian. So I usually purchase this steam or frozen food, and then I stock in my dorm. Or maybe I'm looking for some food that Muslim friendly. Usually they also sell like something only contain seafood or only contain vegetable. So it's mean Muslim friendly. Yes, so I can buy that kind of meals. And this is why I recommend you to read to be able to read Hangul, because if you are in Korea and then you wanted to buy some food, you must be check the ingredients behind. And usually in Korea they always provide information what kind of meat they are containing in the food. And then you have to check the highlight ingredient, uh, but unfortunately it's all Korean language, so that's why you have to be able to learn Hangul if you come to Korea, or at least you know how to read Dojigogi, Suigogi, Tapgogi, Gogi. I mean, Gogi is meat, Sul is alcohol, so that's restricted item you have to know before you come to Korea. And then the second is hard to find kido seal. Kido means pray. So seal is room. So it's hard to find musola intinya. Musola. Because yeah, as we know, this is not is Muslim country. If we comparing to Indonesia, masjid is everywhere, musola is everywhere. Every building has their own praying room. But in Korea, you cannot find it. So usually, how did I um, perform my prayer if I'm going outside? In office in headquarters, they are providing musola, so I can go to that musola. Everyone I want to go to pray, but if I was going to outside to Seoul, it's really hard to find Kidos Hill. But usually, if I have to pray, I'm looking for the empty or hidden place to perform a prayer. For instance, I going to the fashion store and then I'm looking for the changing room, and then I am praying inside there, or I looking for some stair, and then usually under the stair there are empty and hidden place. So and then I perform my prayer there, because we try to avoid crowded. If you are praying in the middle of crowded, you will get more attention, and it's also make them not comfortable. So please be mind about this if you want to Korea and perform the prayer. And then the last is living costs. Yes, in Korea it's all everywhere is except expensive. For food, one food is around 10,000 above, 10,000 Korea won, 10,000 Korean won. It's same with 120 rupiah, 120.000 rupiah. 10.000 won, it's equal to 120.000 rupiah. It's one food only. And then for the drink, it started from 5,000 Korea won, uh, Ochon won, and it's equal to around 60,000 rupiah, 60.000 rupiah. So yeah, it's really expensive. Even if I talking and chit chat with my colleagues in Korea, they also talking about their living costs, how much apartment in Korea. Oh, by the way, there is Oh, apartment everywhere in Korea. You hardly find the real um, house 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 on top of the ground. It's really rare. If you have house on top of ground, it must be you really rich. And we call it Hanok village usually. Hanok village is a house, traditional house on top of the ground. And the one who own this house, they must be really rich, really, really rich. Because everyone living in apartment in here. So apartment is everywhere here. But apartment is really expensive also for them. Like maybe they have to borrow some money to bank, maybe. So I heard about that story too from my colleague, and I feels like, wow, I think it's really hard to uh, have a real life if you have a plan to live life more longer in Korea, maybe you have to consider about the living costs because it's really expensive. But currently, I am provided by my company, so I'm not paying anything. I'm not paying the transportation. I'm not paying the rent or anything. They are provide me the dormitory. They provide me also bus so I can go everywhere. Maybe the one that they're not providing is only transportation fee. So if every time I go to Seoul, I have to pay my own transportation. Okay, the summary for our sharing today is working and living abroad or overseas has gained an enriching experience for both professional and personal life for me, and become proficient to prepare for the next opportunity in the future. Okay, that's all sharing session from me. I'm sorry for the lack of material because I'm preparing on the limit time. If you have any question, feel free to ask me. Currently, time is 6:40, guys, but it's still bright outside because it's summer.
Okay, first question. What are the biggest challenges faced by expatriates living and working in South Korea?
The biggest challenge, first, halal food. I shared to you just beforehand. Looking for halal food is really hard. In my company, they are providing breakfast, lunch, and dinner. So if we have a break time, we have lunch time and dinner time, I have to check the menu first. I have to check the menu. Is it contain the pork or not? But in 1 week, usually there are 2 or 3 days the menu is all pork, so I cannot eat if all the menu is contain pork. So I have to claim my meals outside, buy my meal outside of company. But seems as we know, if you want to looking for 100% halal food, it's really hard in here. So I really rarely take lunch or dinner in canteen company. So I always bring my own lunch or dinner from my dorms. I preparing by myself. So it's better for safe rather than mixing with Korean people because we don't know they are cleaning the plate is in together, right? So it must be mixing with pork also there. So I'm better to taking a safe way by bring my own lunch or dinner. That's my first challenge. Become in charge in Korea, and also the second is praying room. It's really hard to find praying room, but you still can if you still can find it if you really want to looking for. So, but it's not as easy in Indonesia, and also in Korea, we don't have to be shy. If you want to pray, and then no time, the time is limit. Yeah, just looking the place that are comfortable for you, and then not too many people. But if some Korean people saw you while praying, that just ignore it because they just curious. They're not bothering you. I've never met experience racism, or anything from Korean people. For Korean people, I never met them. They if maybe just elderly, some elderly may be looking at me from up to down, but they're not talking anything. I mean, they're not racist, they're not through any bad word or anything. They're not. They just, I think like they just curious what did I wear in this head? Maybe because it's not usual. Hijab is not common in Korea, right? So I never experienced that. So it's not bother me actually for wearing such as gummies or hijab in outside. The importance you have to confidence. If you want to pray, if you want to wear hijab, just confidence.
Okay,
Now,
there's a question from Kanaya Muna. So, Miss Mita, I want to ask, what was the biggest challenge you faced as a hardware engineer then?
okay, now the I want to say it like a girl in the STEM, and engineering. It's really hard. It's really hard. Even I'm still struggling until now. I started my engineering journey from 2014. I choose electrical engineer in my college, and I'm not lying. It's hard. It's really hard because uh, this major actually belong to a man, right? We are creating something, you have to understand about the equipment or anything. So if you don't have a strong mental, don't dare to taking engineering. It's really hard. I'm not lying. Even I'm still struggling till now. So it's always challenging for me until now as hardware engineer because we cannot working like software engineer. Maybe this is the thing that I envious to software engineer. Software engineer can work from home, they can work from everywhere. But hardware engineer, no, it's impossible because we need to hardware. We need to fetch the hardware, the item, the equipment. We cannot going anywhere. If there is issue in a hardware, you have to work in your hardware. You cannot work from other place. So uh, that's that's the how to say it? The biggest comparison, the difference between software engineer and hardware engineer. But it's something delightful for me. I enjoy it because when after can solving the problem, I get happy. I don't know why I get happy if I can solve the problem from the hardware that error or anything like that. So the struggle is all is struggling. Everything about hardware is struggling like that. It's hard to understand.
Okay, the next question from Kak Afifa Shakira. How long it takes for you to learn Korean?
Uh, Actually, 2 years ago, when the first time I come to Korea, our company LG provide us a Hangul course for 2 months. So they'll give us course learning about Korean Hangul for 2 months. But from that moment, that's my first time actually. That's my first time learn Korean. I can read Hangul from that course. I be able to have a transaction with Korean people, with local people from that course also. So it's uh, if only read Hangul, maybe 1 week you can read Hangul if you learn focus by reading Hangul. You can read Hangul in 1 week. But after that, we are focusing about how to communicate, how to understand um, common sentence in Korea. So after that 2 months, I'm not taking particular course anymore. I learning by myself. As we know, YouTube is the best teacher for us. So yes, I take a benefit from free apps in Android and iPhone and YouTube. Yeah, I put my 1 hour my 1 hour time for learning Korean every day usually. So you can increase your language every day. But I'm not fluent yet because I learn by myself. Sometimes I also make a mistake. I also don't know where I would asking if I want to learn about Korean, but I just still learning. Because some people say, my friend, much of my friends, they can speak Korean just by watching K drama. I get envious to hear that. How could you just only watching you can fluent in Korean drama? I cannot. Actually, I never watching. Not watch. I'm not into watching K drama, but I try once, but it's not effective for us. So just looking for the best effective way to you learning, and then put your effort into it, and always gaining every day. Yes, never stop. Maybe that's all.
Okay. The last question for that is from Asa. What's your favorite thing in Korea?
Favorite thing in Korea? So many. I cannot choose. I can't choose what is my favorite thing. Chill environment. The environment is really peaceful, supportive, and the people also. Uh, they are introvert. I mean, like they're not. they are ignoring, not ignoring, how to say, they're not, they doesn't care what are you doing. So we are in Korea. They are living by their own, so they will not bothering you. Yeah. So if you want to wear anything, just wear anything. If you are doing something, just doing something. They will not bothering you. They will ignore you because they are living by their own. That's how introvert trait, I guess. So I really I love it actually because so that's why they're not. They don't care if we are wearing hijab or gamis or anything. That's the first thing I like, my favorite moment in Korea. And maybe the second is the infrastructure, the weather, the um, the food also. Actually, the first time I come here, my tongue's not really into Korean food, but every time I try the various Korean food, I am enjoying now. The first time I'm not liking kimchi, but now I'm addicted to kimchi. Kimchi is such a good food. Yes, and also one more. In Korea, everything is provided, even in the food. In the food, they are really contain detailed information about that food, the nutrition, uh, the ingredients or anything, how many calorie. So, uh, as someone who really consider about this healthy food, it's really helped for me because I can saw how much calorie, how much protein inside, and how many vitamins contained in this in the food. In Korea, they really provide it really completely. Comparing to Indonesia, it's hard for me to find this kind of information. So this is also one of my favorite about Korea. Okay, any else?
Uh,
Thank you,
Thank you,
Kamita.
Kamita.
And maybe you can leave.
Okay, thank you guys. Thank you for your time hearing me. I'm sorry for if there is any mistake. See you. 안녕히 가세요.
Thank you, Miss. Okay,
Okay,
and thank
thank
you
you
all
all
very
very
much
much
for
for
watching
watching
this
this
weekday
weekday
English
English
talk.
talk. Hopefully, everything that has said that has Kamita said in the weekday English talk is useful. And we are also sorry if there are any mistake in our words.
And lastly, don't forget to watch another weekend Touch Talk video next week. See you guys.
Wassalamualaikum
Wassalamualaikum
warahmatullahi
warahmatullahi
wabarakatuh.
wabarakatuh.